The number one thing that I keep looking every time I look at this piece of paper, confidence. And I'm confident in the skills that I've built, but I've built those with intention. And the skills that I don't have, I haven't had the right guidance or confidence in myself to go after them. So when I experienced that on Thursday, I've trusted what you guys do. I know that what you're telling me to do is the right thing to do. I don't have to question it. I just go do it. And when I executed that on Thursday, and the way it turned out, it blew my mind. There was no way that I thought I would have the legs, the strength, the fitness, the wherewithal to actually execute on it. When I was able to do it and stick with the group all the way through the chase at the end, I was like, that changed my perspective on it. And when you and the coaches were going through last night and saying, these are the cadence bands, I was like, wait a sec. Those cadence bands are like, that's a dark area for me. Like, that doesn't exist. Anything below 90 doesn't exist. Like, I feel like if I'm not doing 90, I'm having a bad day, because I ride at 97. Without a cadence meter, I can almost tell you I'm riding at 97. So I was like, you know what? This is a great route for me to just chill out on. I knew I wasn't going to do the whole route today because it was going to be tough. It was going to be all muscular. I did 97.8% of it in zone 1 at an average cadence of 73 and an average heart rate of 129. So I basically spent the entire day in zone 1 in the heart of that low cadence. And it was like the hills just disappeared. And it wasn't that I was going any faster or was any easier, but it was smoother and more consistent. And I would ride through the parts where when you're spinning, you lose that momentum. And you always talk about momentum. And that's what I saw today, especially the out as you're going through. And when I set that trainer up to 75%, I only had those 3 gears to work with. So I knew I would watch the gradient. I wasn't even watching my heart rate or my cadence. I knew where that was. And I'd watch the gradient and I'd change a gear. So anytime it was 9 or above, I was in the easiest gear. And it would click down, click back up. And I would just ride consistent. And the first segment, I was 30 seconds faster. And I was like, no, that's just the first segment. The long segment, I took up a minute and 30 something seconds off one of the segments in zone 1 at a cadence that I don't ride at. And it just blew my mind. And it was right about the time when you sent me that message. And I was just hammering away. I was so excited about it. And I almost wanted to go back down to do it again. That's how excited I was about that. So thank you for that, because it totally changed my perspective, and it gave me the confidence to just try it, to go do it. And it gave me the platform to do it too, because I would never go out and do this without the encouragement or the guidance of the group to do it.
Spot on. That's 100% spot on. This opportunity here is a great way for people to get honed in, right? Because the minute we say it's a race, people lose their marbles.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't focus on what needs to get done and focus on the parameters of what it really is. Cadence, heart rate. We didn't say anything about power. You notice that. We said nothing about power. Let's just focus on heart rate and cadence. Okay. But what you found out is if you're in the right cadence and the right gearing, you have consistent power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is the weapon behind this whole thing. It's if you have fitness, you can support your ability to maintain consistent effort for the duration of time.
Sure. I was also starting to think as I was going up the hill how I would react if I was at 98 or 100 and somebody got the jump on me, because that's the key with this. When you're in that low cadence, you're in a big gear, you're at the bottom, and all you need to do is stand up and stand on those pedals. I would have 2 to 3 powerful rotations into the pedals before my former self would be reacting, grabbing 2 gears, and then getting on top of it. It's like, I'd be gone. And shift 2 gears over the top of the hill and you're out. And I was like, wow, I was giving that up because I didn't have the trust or the confidence to go try that method of doing it. I thought there were only, I'm a spinner or a grinder. And that's why I made sure I corrected myself tonight, because you are what you choose to train. You aren't what you magically are for some reason. So it's really like I said, it was a breakthrough day for me. It was just a paradigm shift, and it just changed my perspective. And I appreciate all of it. I appreciate just having the chance to be here to experience this stuff. The last month and a half have been pretty incredible for me to just be a part of this even deeper.